From hotspots to hidden gems, it's your guide to chill in LA the unscripted way from the Cube in Santa Clarita. In sunny Southern California, temperatures rarely drop below perfect, but we are getting wild this winter. Hi everyone, I'm Dana Devon, and any excuse to wear this. Joining me the other half of my couple's skate.
I'm Doug Kolk, but today you could call me Chaz Michael Michaels from Blades of Glory, because today we're going off script where they actually shot scenes from the film in Santa Clarita. And the Cube is a perfect 10, just like this next location.
For people that still don't know, what exactly is ramen?
Ramen, it's not just a noodle. It's one dish made from a soup and noodles. Choice of ingredients and cooked in more than 30 hours.
You cook the broth for 30 hours?
Yes, making a good flavor and umami.
We've come a long way since those packages I ate in college. What is it about ramen that's so great?
Ramen for the Asian people, it's really comfortable, like comfy.
Comfort food.
Food.
Right. When I went to college, ramen was just one way. Like you just made ramen, but now you can add, pork or eggs or, corn or like all these different things to it.
The classic style ramen, it's made from a chicken broth and a noodle, or like a pork broth and noodles.
Gotcha.
And then now a lot of people created a lot of topping and soy sauce flavor, miso flavor, and black sesame flavor or something like that.
Holy smokes, this is good. Tell me about Hakata Okosha.
Hakata Ikosha, it's born in southern Japan.
Oh.
Then most traditional southern Japan ramen they make.
So is it true that Torrance is actually the ramen capital of Southern California?
Yes, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
We opened a restaurant.
You know what I love about this place is you can actually build your own bowl. So you get this sheet and then you put your number. Here's our little table number. What's your favorite?
My favorite is black tonkotsu.
Okay, we're gonna do the black tonkotsu and then noodle hardness. I've never seen that anywhere. That you get to pick the density of your noodle. Okay, we're gonna do normal.
Yes.
Okay. I'm so excited to try this 30-hour broth in this ramen. Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay. So you get a little broth. I'm not sure I'm doing this right. Mmm. Oh, those noodles. Oh, that broth. If you need that warm chicken soup for the soul feeling, but with ramen, oh my God, I found your place. Okay, this one is called Godfire. Mmm. 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 You can already taste the spice. Mm. Oh, that might even be better. Wow. I mean, it's spicy. It's got a kick, but wow. Oh my God, this is so delicious. So you've got mushrooms, you've got that spicy broth, and handmade ramen noodles all together. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my God. Oh, wow. That's so different and unique, and I probably never would have ordered it had someone not recommended it. It is delicious. Oh my God. No wonder this is his favorite. That'll work.
They say ice skating dates back to prehistoric times, and figure skating was actually the first sport to be included in the Winter Olympics.
He's like a walking encyclopedia,
how
folks.
to do it.
That's good to know. And so is this.
Dana, I have your size 12s.
Oh, good. I have your size 2s.
Next time something breaks, you won't be upset. You'll just be like, oh, now I can make it new.
Yeah.
And different.
I have a toddler, and when she breaks something, I have to kind of hide my excitement. I have to contain it because I don't want to encourage her to break things to make Mama happy. Kintsugi is this beautiful Japanese art form of mending broken ceramics and highlighting them with gold. When you hear kintsugi, which kin is gold and tsugu means to connect, so it's directly translated, it means golden joinery, but you think that it's connected with gold. It's actually not. The basis of kintsugi is an ancient Japanese lacquer. And so it's a lacquer craft mainly, and then you dust it with gold to accentuate and highlight the fractures, which I think is just the most beautiful, beautiful thing. The traditional form of kintsugi actually takes months. It's a difficult and dangerous art form because if you touch it, you can get rashes. The lacquer is actually a cousin of poison ivy. And so it's not an easy art form to learn. So in recent years, there's been a new method coming out of Japan where they use a modern lacquer based on cashew. It's a 3-hour workshop. It's a little bit of a longer process, but we try to at least teach everybody all the steps in 3 hours. I can do virtual as well as in person. It's a very small, intimate experience most of the time. And it's, I walk you basically through 3 steps.
I've always been so interested in kintsugi because it's more than just an art form. It's a way of kind of seeing that things that are imperfect can be good again and can be beautiful again, right? Mm-hmm. So, okay, this is kind of your workshop. What are we gonna do today?
So first what we do is, we go around and we share, and then we hold our broken pieces. I can provide the pieces for you, or you can bring your own pieces in. Generally, something that is a very simple break is ideal. If you bring something in 10 pieces, it's going to be very difficult for the first time.
Yes.
And so we first what we do is we glue these back together. So that's step 1. And then if there are any cracks or if there are any gaps that are missing, we then putty. We fill it in with putty to make it a bit smooth. And so we do that. That's the second step.
Okay.
And then the final step, which is the most fun, is
the gold.
The gold is the lacquering. We get to paint it into these beautiful colors.
And do you need to have necessarily a lot of art skill to do this?
Oh, no.
Because I have 0.
No, I mean, the whole concept of kintsugi is imperfection. It's been so beautiful to see people get so much more out of these workshops than just a fun craft. For those who are looking for just a fun craft, it could be just that. But for many people, it's a way to connect with maybe loved ones that they've lost who have left behind something. It's a way to connect with yourself and maybe recognizing things about yourself that felt so imperfect and felt so broken, but there's hope. There's hope for something bigger, there's hope for something better, and possibly for broken relationships. You know, even in my own life, I've experienced that there's hope even in, things that didn't work out the way that you hoped or wanted to.
What does going off script mean to you?
This isn't enough?
I mean, yeah. All right, let's check in with our SoCal born and bred unscripter Jasmine Simpkins for her cool local find.
A lot is changing in West Adams, but one thing that remains the same is Johnny's famous pastrami sandwich.
We officially reopened on June 9th, 2020. Including us, I think all told, it's been about 55 to 60 years that Johnny's has been serving, the community.
2 groups in our patronship. And there's the old timers, the old frequenters that know Johnny's from the early 60s. And then we get the new crowd that is getting more familiarized with the area, West Adams, and they are joining Johnny's for a good sandwich and some music. And we still have the classic items, of course. The French dip is our ticket item, and everybody who is an old timer says, I want the pastrami, the French dip, and they want that. And then we have other items that our owner, Chef Daniel Emile, he's incorporated to the menu. Our Johnny Burger, which is a traditional cheeseburger, but then you add a little bit of pastrami and a few other things that go into it. We also have the crispy chicken sandwich. It has a great seasoning, and it comes with this great spicy creamy sauce. There's a vegetarian option, and this is the cheeseburger with Impossible Patty. And it's a flavorful burger as well. It comes with Thousand Island sauce, pickles, onions. It works.
You do not think you're eating an Impossible Burger.
Yeah, exactly.
This is so good. So yummy. Man, I'm gonna go for another bite. And then the famous pickles.
Yes, the pickles are a must-have. I mean, most people do get them with their sandwiches. Now we added the bar, which has become another addition, of course. Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, we have DJs. And we also have this great area for people to just get a drink, and if they want to just hang out outside in the fire pit, they can do that too.
This used to be an old carpet factory back from the 40s and 50s. And you can just feel the history when you walk in the door. The DJ station is here, all of Chef's records. He was a DJ back in the day, and he has a collection that will rival any collection at Motown.
I see that.
I really believe in what he's done here and what the partners are trying to achieve at West Adams. I think that it is wonderful. Chef wanted to bring back this part of the neighborhood. He wanted to bring jobs back here.
It's easy to keep up the cool when you have us.
And we have more fantastic finds coming up when LA Unscripted from the Cube returns. Welcome back to LA Unscripted from the super cool Cube in Santa Clarita. I'm Dana Devin.
And I'm Doug Kolk. You know, there is nothing like living here in Southern California, but sometimes there's just too much to do. I know it's a good problem, but where do you start?
Well, that's why we're here.
I can confidently say that we are part of the foundation for what streetwear is in Los Angeles.
The Hundreds is more or less a lifestyle project. I think it's transcended more than just clothing and men's apparel. It's really become a global brand that's dedicated to this story of our lives, really. It's a reflection of our experiences and our perspective on the world.
Bobby and I met in law school. We were in the same section our first year of school. By the end of the school year, we had this idea of starting this project called The Hundreds.
The day after we took the bar exam is when we immersed ourselves full time into the brand.
It grew every year, and every year we would do something really cool. We released a paisley design. I think there's a chapter in Bobby's book and talks about how this thing blew up and we made all this money from it, and we used all that money to build our first store. We rented a storefront, which was our first office, over on Rosewood and Fairfax. We followed that up with literally a year later, March of 2008, we opened up our second store in San Francisco in Union Square.
Guys, this is where the magic happens.
Our OG followers from back in the day, they think it's just Ben and I still sitting in a clubhouse somewhere designing t-shirts, but really the reason why we get anything done around here is because we have just an amazing staff behind us, and David Rivera is our creative director.
Kind of oversee the creative, the marketing, the design, and just making sure the brand is feeling cohesive. This is our team snapback. I believe Bobby was the one who originally designed this. This is kind of based off like nostalgic 90s sportswear headwear. We've done maybe over 400 of color renditions of this throughout the 20 years of the brand, and this still remains our top selling hat.
I would totally wear this. Love it. Love the zipper.
This right here, we got a little creative, so it looks like it's rain, mainly in the military. But what we did is I turned this into a Morse code. So it says the hundreds in Morse code.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I am extremely lucky to have a partner like Bobby. We talk about it all the time that the biggest reason we're both still here every day and still work on this project is because we like working together.
Ben and I are most proudest of not these jackets or the hoodies that we've made, but we're really proud of the careers that we've helped build. We've pushed so many people towards their careers and dreams, and even unwittingly inspired so much youth around LA to be like, I can do that too.
You know, just call me Champion Ice Queen.
Dana, there's nothing regal about what I just saw.
It was so good. But you know, I feel like one with this next story, strictly for unscripters to feel like the royalty they are.
They say that polo is the oldest sport ever played, and they still play it the same way today, especially here at California Polo Club.
Polo actually started in Central Asia, which is Persia or modern-day Iran, going back to like 6th century BC. I don't know if it's true or not, but they actually used for polo balls with skulls of people's heads. It was a way of training the military back at that era on horsemanship. And obviously nobody knows for sure, but that it's the oldest sport in existence. We have 5 instructors that teach all the way from complete beginners that have never ridden a horse before, all the way to professionals that actually want to fine-tune their game. For the complete beginners, we furnish the horses, all the equipment that's needed, so anyone that's actually never even ridden a horse before can come out and learn how to play polo. A good polo horse loves the game. They actually get excited like people do when they're getting ready, when they're being tacked and coming out into the arena.
This is the first step of learning polo, is that right?
Yes, the reins is the first part. Then the stirrups and the mallet last. The mallet have to be always
up.
Mallet up.
I see that the tail is tied.
Yes.
Why is this tail tied?
Oh, we tie the tail because sometimes some horses, they move the tail too much. The mallet don't stuck in the tail.
Fun fact, I can actually ride, but I've never played polo, not once in my life.
Stop, go, turn, there. Only here.
Stay in this area.
Yes, in this area. So before we start, I want to see you how you ride it. Very good. So now the mallet. You have this position. Grab the mallet with your left hand. Put your thumb.
Okay.
And turn.
And like this.
Half sit. Yes. Right there. Every time you play polo, you need that position. This is the line of the bow, upside. The mallet is in position. And this is the line of the bow, near side. The mallet have to be in the line of the bow at all the time. Back shot. Now hit upside forward. Maintain that position at all the time. There. So you come in here. Mallet up, mallet back. Follow through.
It's unbelievable what can happen when you watch this show.
You know something else unbelievable? The very first ice skating blades were made from animal bones. I don't know. I don't think that would fly today.
Yeah, especially not here in animal-loving Los Angeles. So, moving on, we are going to take a quick time out. LA Unscripted, we'll be right back.
No bones about it. Did you guys know ice dancing actually came from the waltz?
And the kiss and cry area is a legit official spot and term. It's where the skater sits with the coach and gets scored.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Well, then I'm giving this next spot a 10.
People want healthy food to eat, and there aren't a lot of options here. We didn't always have the options and the knowledge to be healthy, but we do now, and that's what I'm delivering. Welcome to Kathy's Kitchen. Kathy's Kitchen is a healthy neighborhood market. We sell fresh organic produce, fresh organic cold pressed juices and smoothies, and meals to go. Kathy's Kitchen is something that was always stirring in my soul. As a young freshman at MIT, well, I am an engineer, a mechanical engineer. I went to MIT and got my bachelor's. I spent 30 years in aerospace and defense working on various aerospace projects. I've worked on missiles, even space station. I worked on fighter planes. As I was rising up in ranks, I was starting to feel like it wasn't fulfilling anymore. As a Black female engineer, I wasn't finding the nurturing I needed for myself. And I knew health and fitness was my love from the beginning. So my parents had a great influence on me. My dad was a chef and my mom was a nurse. So I got my love for food from my dad and my work ethic and being healthy pretty much from my mother. The reason I was into health and fitness is because my father passed away at the age of 57 from diabetes, high blood pressure, and a stroke. And my mother passed away when she was 67 from diabetes and the resulting conjunctive heart failure. So I'm seeing the negative impact of poor food directly on my family, and that if I didn't do something differently, then I was also gonna suffer, and I was gonna have diet-related illnesses. I am gonna cold press my signature green juice, celery, cucumber, kale. There is a connection between my engineering background and where I am today, because in aerospace, we have a very high reliability rate. I infuse that into my business. I make sure that what goes into my products are good, so that now the fuel I'm delivering to my customers is going to make their body function properly. This is the Green-tastic smoothie. This is Kathy's Kitchen signature smoothie. Been making this for over 30 years. This is what was missing. I'm living my purpose. And that's why I'm just so happy with Kathy's Kitchen.
Thank you so much to the Cube Ice and Entertainment Center for letting us go off script.
Especially in these outfits.
Oh my God, it was medal worthy, this performance. Oh, look. Wow. Oh my God, I'm so honored. Oh.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.